Okay, picture this. You wake up in the morning. It's still dark outside. You really don't want to get out of bed. But then you remember you made one of my overnight oats recipes and it's sitting in the fridge waiting to get eaten. Hi, I'm Amanda, aka Fit Food AE, and today we're making 8 high-protein, low-calorie overnight oats recipes. These all have around 400 calories and 40 grams of protein each for the whole thing. So let's get started, shall we? Okay, first up, we've got brownie batter overnight oats. So these next 3 recipes have a magic shell on them, and it is an extra step, but you guys are gonna absolutely love it. So super simple. Basically, you're gonna mix the oat layer ingredients into a container. I used a glass container. I got these from HomeSense. Unfortunately, it's a store in Canada and they don't have like an online store, but I'm sure you can find something similar somewhere. Look at how creamy and delicious that looks already. Make sure to add the amount of milk that I said. Like, don't skip out on the milk, otherwise they're gonna be too dry. So you're gonna mix the ganache ingredients in a different bowl. Unfortunately, this isn't just like a 1 bowl recipe, but it's still super easy to make. So honestly, most of these ingredients you should have kind of lying around. You can add cocoa powder to the ganache just to make it like more chocolatey colored. I added it in after I completely forgot, but you don't necessarily have to. But yeah, basically you're just gonna pour the ganache on there and then you're gonna use the back of the spoon to spread it out. You can even wet the back of the spoon to make it easier. And then once it's kind of evened out, you're gonna put that in the fridge. Obviously, overnight oats mean overnight, but you can also put them in for like at least 3 hours just to give the oats enough time to soak and all that. And then for the next step, after you take them out of the fridge after they're overnight or for a few hours, you're gonna pour the magic shell layer on top. So basically you pour it and then you use the back of the spoon to spread it out. And then you put it in the freezer for like 10 minutes and this allows the magic shell to harden and become magic. After that, take it out of the freezer. You should tap it with your spoon, and if it makes like this noise, then it's good to go. If not, you can put it in for a bit longer. And then after that, I just like take the spoon, smash it, and then like blend the chocolate pieces throughout the oats, and it tastes so, so good. It's so worth it with this magic shell layer. I would highly recommend it. Overnight oats are so versatile, and you'll see in this video, I have so many different versions of them. Oh my god. These are absolutely insane. So next up we've got chocolate chip cookie dough overnight oats. So I use quick oats. I don't use the steel cut one, so I'd highly recommend just using those quick oats or 1 minute oats. By the way, for all these recipes, I use PE Science protein. So this is a whey casein blend. If you do want to purchase PE Science, please feel free to use my discount code FIT15. Otherwise, you could use any other protein, even just a whey protein is fine, because obviously we're not baking this. But yeah, for the chocolate chip cookie dough overnight oats, the vanilla extract, that's key. And then also the snickerdoodle protein that I use, I feel like that gives it kind of like that cookie flavor, but you could also use vanilla if you don't have that. And then obviously mini chocolate chips. I love the mini ones because it allows it to be distributed throughout. I love how my overnight oats have the oat layer and then the ganache layer. It really allows it to just taste like dessert. Yeah, basically you're gonna pour everything on top. Don't worry if the ganache layer isn't thick because putting it in the fridge is gonna thicken it up. So for mixing the magic shell together, basically make sure to use a little bit of coconut oil, like I say, in the ingredients. Otherwise, when you warm up the chocolate, it's gonna burn. But yeah, that'll really allow it to be able to spread out and harden. Like, that's key for the magic shell. What I would recommend is putting some sea salt on top, like a sweet and salty combo. There's nothing better than that. In fact, you could put sea salt on top of any of these overnight oats, but if that's not your thing, then that's totally fine. But yeah, I just absolutely love this combo. And then also for the magic shell, obviously for the macros, I said like 10 grams of mini chocolate chips, but I'd recommend putting 15 in the bowl just because when you take it out of the bowl, sometimes like some of the chocolate still sticks to it and you want to make sure you get all the chocolate in there. These are absolutely delicious. They can so easily be taken to work or school. I know that the magic shell is a bit difficult to take, like if you're making them portable, like if you're bringing them somewhere rather than eating them at home, so you could easily just eat these without the magic shell. That sweet and salty combo. Okay, if you're watching this video, then I'm sure you're looking for more high protein, low calorie breakfast recipes. So my ebook, Rise and Thrive, it's linked in the description. It has 50 of my best macro friendly breakfast recipes. There's something in there for everyone. We've got savory ones, breakfast recipes without protein powder, etc. And there's also a bunch of tips and tricks in there that I don't post online. So yeah, if you want to purchase Rise and Thrive, Link is going to be in the description. It's only $10 USD and it's an ebook, so it's available right away. Next up, we've got strawberries and cream overnight oats. So these ones obviously have fruit in them. And I use strawberry Jell-O powder. If you don't have this, then you can honestly omit it. That's totally fine. And then just add the strawberries, but it gives it that nice pink color, which I absolutely love. So obviously these oats have a lot of protein from the non-fat Greek yogurt and the Fairlife milk. And if you want, guys, I could also make overnight oats recipes without protein powder. So just comment down below. Let me know if you'd like to see that. I feel like most of my breakfast recipes, I tend to make a version with protein powder and without, because I know you guys like to see it without. For the ganache layer, you could also add some like red food coloring on there or some of the Jell-O powder if you want to make it like even more pink. But yeah, just kind of spread it out and then put it in the fridge for 3 hours or overnight. And then for the magic shell, we're actually going to use white chocolate this time just to kind of match the vibe. So yeah, a little bit of white chocolate bar, white chocolate chips, and then just put a little bit of coconut oil and then microwave it for like 25 seconds. And then when you're mixing it also, you'll see when I'm mixing it, it looks like it's not melted, but as you continue to mix it, it'll melt. Like do not over microwave it. Otherwise the chocolate is going to burn and that's just not good. So yeah, then you're going to pour it all over. And you're gonna, another thing is to spread it out quickly. Like, because if you don't spread it out quickly enough, it's gonna start to harden and you want the shell to be fully distributed all over the oats. Also, the reason I used a circular container for the overnight oats rather than a larger one is just so I would use less chocolate for the layer and then the macros would just be better. So you're gonna pop that in the freezer and then look at how nice and hardened it is. We have the pink layer and then the white chocolate. This one is delicious and I feel like I should make more versions of these overnight oats with the magic shell. I feel like the magic shell just adds so much. And just look at how that blends together. This was so good. I literally, after I made these recipes, I devoured like not all 3 of them together, but I had like 1/3 of each of them and then I saved the rest. Yeah, so these can stay in the fridge for like up to a few days, I would say. So if you want to prep them for the week, you totally can. And look at how good that looks. Warning, if you bring this to work or school, people are going to be really jealous of you and be like, where did you get that recipe? And then you can direct them to my page. Oh my God. So next up, we've got something different. These are Mars bars overnight oats. So these ones don't have the magic shell. So a little bit different here. I mix the ingredients for the oat layer in a bowl. Again, you can just do this in the Tupperware if you really want to. It's totally fine. But similar kind of ingredients here to the other oats recipes. But yeah, honestly, one thing I would do differently for this recipe is I would add a little bit more milk to the oat layer. I feel like I could definitely added more. Yeah, just do the ganache layer, just similar to the other ones. I always do oat layer and a ganache layer, but then for this one, it's going to be a little bit different because you're actually going to add a bit of Biscoff underneath the ganache layer because then that's how we're going to get the Mars bar kind of flavor. So then, yeah, I use a rectangular container for these. And again, for this oat layer, I think I could have added a little bit more milk. So just be cautious of that. You're going to spread the oat layer and then add the Biscoff spread and then add the ganache kind of on top. Yeah, that just gives it the kind of Mars bar vibe. As I'm recording this voiceover, Halloween is tomorrow, and I'm realizing like I could make overnight oats versions of any chocolate bar, really. I could make like a coffee crisp one, Maltesers. Maltesers I've actually seen quite a bit. But yeah, basically pop this in the fridge overnight or for 3+ hours. By the way, those containers are from HomeSense. I know, guys, I should really just buy stuff from Amazon so that I can link it, but I'm sure you can find something similar. But yeah, these are so good. I've actually made this recipe. This is one of my first overnight oats recipes I ever made, like way back in the day, but just remade it. And yeah, it tastes absolutely delicious. Tiramisu overnight oats. Now, I saw a version of this recipe on TikTok and I was like, I need to make my own. But yeah, you're basically just going to put a little bit of coffee there into the oat layer. I just use iced coffee or you can like brew it. It's totally fine. Yeah, just mix that all together and it's going to smell delicious and kind of have that coffee taste as well. For the ganache layer, what I would recommend is, so I blended the ricotta and the Greek yogurt. I'd recommend just blending all of these together. I don't know why I just didn't do that. But yeah, basically mix that all up. For the ricotta, you have to make sure to blend it though, because otherwise it's just going to be like a bit chunky and that's not going to be good. But yeah, once that's combined, you're going to pour it all over the oat layer just to give it that tiramisu vibe. But I'm definitely a big fan of tiramisu. I actually have a tiramisu recipe, like the actual just cake, in my dessert cookbook, Lean Treats, which I will link in the description. And yeah, that has 50 high protein, low calorie dessert recipes. And the tiramisu is actually one of the cookbook exclusive ones. So that can't be found online. But yeah, just pour the layer all over it and just make sure it's even like that. And then I'm going to put a little bit of cocoa powder, just like dusting it, just to give it, that tiramisu look, I guess. Pop it in the fridge, of course, 3+ hours overnight. I mean, you could, I guess, just eat it right away. But again, with the overnight oats, you really want to allow it to soak. And then that looks so good. Wow, under 400 calories, 40 grams of protein, absolutely perfect. She glistens, and this is the perfect texture as well. I feel like I got the ratios so deliciously well. And just look at how that blends together. I like to use a small spoon to eat like any oats, like overnight oats. I don't know why. Like, I feel like with a big spoon, it just feels like weird and gross. It's so weird. I don't know why. But I think, well, actually, you know what? I think maybe with the small spoon, it like allows you to savor every bite and eat it slower. But I would highly recommend this. Just look at me taking that first bite. I was literally crashing out how good it was. Next up, we've got birthday cake, overnight oats. Now, I always say this, doesn't have to be your birthday to make something birthday cake flavored. So yeah, I feel like some of the overnight oats recipes are a bit similar. You just change like certain things in order to make them a certain flavor. But for this one, for the ganache layer, you kind of use the similar ingredients. I use the PE Science cake pop or vanilla. Sometimes I just say vanilla, but I'm actually using the cake pop one because the cake pop is just my favorite. But honestly, for the oat layer, I think I should have added a bit more liquid here. So just be sure to maybe add a bit more of the Fairlife just so it's creamier. And if you're like, okay, this looks a little too creamy, like it looks not as thick as I'd like, that's totally fine, because once you put it in the fridge, it'll thicken up. Trust me. So then, yeah, you're just going to pour the layer on top and then spread it out evenly. You could use back of a spoon, you could wet it. And then for the sprinkles, you're going to put them on afterwards, because then otherwise the sprinkles bleed into the oats and just the color looks weird. But if you don't care about that, you could just put the sprinkles on top. Or if you're bringing them to work or school, you could bring them separately in a plastic bag, totally up to you. But yeah, this is a really, really good meal prep recipe, under 400 calories and 40 grams of protein. It's funny, I feel like if you bring like a different overnight oats breakfast every day, people are going to be like, what is going on? You are so creative. But yeah, I just feel like it's super easy to come up with different types of recipes, because I just get inspo from things in real life, or I just see something online and I'm like, okay, I need to make my own version of that. But yeah, these were so good. Would highly recommend. Lemon poppy seed overnight oats. So I get some comments being like, oh, I don't have pudding mix available, or I live in the UK, I don't have it where I live. You can use custard powder instead, or you could use like 1 gram of xanthan gum. It's just like a thickening agent. And also like it adds flavor as well, but you will get flavor from the protein powder. So we got chia seeds in here just to make it healthy, and then obviously lemon juice and lemon zest. So for the zest, you're actually just going to take a lemon and use a cheese grater. You could also use like an actual lemon zester. I don't know. I like to buy appliances or gadgets where like there's multi-use. I don't like to buy one thing when it's like single use. Again, so you'll see a pattern with the overnight oats recipes where I made them in this container. For some reason, I didn't add enough liquid, which it still ended up tasting amazing. But I did get a comment on this video, because I posted it before, saying like, oh, you could have added a bit more liquid. And I was like, I know, I think with the chia seeds, that's what happened. But yeah, so I would say I'll make a note down in the description to just add a bit more liquid to this one. But yeah, either way, really, really good. And then I just added the lemon zest on top just to make it look lemony. And then added some shortbread crumbs just to give it more texture and deliciousness. It doesn't need to be shortbread. You could add like really any other cookie. But yeah, these look so good, especially with the shortbread layer and the chia seeds. It just gives it like some delicious texture. And I just love lemony things. If you like lemon things, are just so fresh. And this actually matches the nail polish in the video, so go me. And lastly, for this video, we have cookies and cream or Oreo overnight oats. I use cookies and cream protein powder. Again, you can just use vanilla if you want. And then obviously some Oreo baking crumbs. You could even just take an Oreo and use like the wafer part and just put it in a bag and then basically use like a fork or spoon to crush it. You don't have to buy like the Oreo baking crumbs if you don't want to. But yeah, for monk fruit sweetener, I just use Swerve. It's like a 0-calorie substitute for sugar, but you can use stevia or whatever you have on hand. And then if you don't have the Fairlife milk, you could use regular milk, but the Fairlife is just like higher in protein. I guess if you want it to be slightly lower in calories, you could use almond milk, but it wouldn't even make that much of a difference. So I love cookies and cream flavored things. I feel like using the cookies and cream protein powder, it does make a difference, but obviously I don't expect people to have like all the flavors on hand. Like I get comments, people being like, how do you think I have all of these flavors? Like it's so expensive, I can't afford it. I know. I would recommend just buying like chocolate and vanilla or like the chocolate truffle and cake pop when it comes to PE science, just because they're so versatile. Yeah, just put one crushed Oreo on top. You could put a bit more, but just for the macro's sake, I just use one. And then this looks so good. And this container is so useful. Like I get so much use out of it. Just over 400 calories, 40 grams of protein. Overnight oats squad up. Yeah, these are so gooey and good. Comment below, let me know which overnight oats flavor I should make next. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed these recipes, and I'm sure you're looking for more breakfast recipes, so I'll link a video here that you should watch next. And please be sure to give this a like, subscribe, and share with your friends, as it really helps the channel. And I post new videos every week. And with that, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.